Sunderland shocked Chelsea as they score a dramatic winner in added time to beat the Blues 2-1 at Stamford Bridge. This defeat means Chelsea have now collected only 14 points from their first 9 games, conceding 12 goals in their last 5 matches. A worrying trend for Enzo Maresca's side. Maresca lined his team up in his familiar 4-2-3-1 system, with Marc Guiu earning his first Premier League start of the season. Meanwhile, Regis Le Bris's Sunderland set up in a compact 5-4-1 shape, looking to frustrate Chelsea and hit on the break. Let's take a deep dive into the tactical analysis of the match, how Sunderland managed to pull off this huge upset at the Bridge. In the build-up phase, Enzo Maresca's Chelsea stayed true to his philosophy of playing out from the back, maintaining control and building attacks through structured positional play. Chelsea's initial shape on paper was a 4-2-3-1, but as always under Maresca, that quickly evolved once they had the ball. One of the fullbacks, usually Marc Cucurella, often inverted into midfield alongside the defensive midfielder. This allowed Chelsea to create a double pivot, stabilizing the first phase of possession and giving them numerical superiority against Sunderland's first line of pressure. With Cucurella moving inside, the opposite fullback stayed wider to maintain width and stretch the opposition horizontally. This rotation also freed one of the 2 central midfielders, usually Enzo Fernandez, to push higher up into the half space, supporting the attacking midfielders. The result was that Chelsea's 4-2-3-1 morphed into a 3-2-4-1 shape in possession. The back 3, made up of the 2 center backs and the deeper fullback, offered stability and passing options from deep, while the 2 midfielders in front of them acted as the link between defense and attack. In advanced areas, Chelsea committed numbers forward. Both Cucurella and Enzo occupied the half spaces, while João Pedro operated as the central playmaker just behind Marc Guiu, who led the line. On the wings, Pedro Neto and Alejandro Garnacho stayed high and wide, providing width and creating the potential for 1-versus-1 duels against Sunderland's fullbacks. This meant Chelsea effectively had 6 players attacking the final line, a strategy designed to stretch Sunderland's defensive block horizontally and vertically. The idea behind this structure was simple but effective. By positioning players between and beyond Sunderland's defensive lines, Chelsea aimed to create passing angles, open spaces in wide areas, and allow their wingers to receive the ball in isolation, where they could use their pace and dribbling ability to beat defenders. Additionally, the presence of Cucurella and Enzo in the half spaces ensured Chelsea always had short passing options to recycle possession and maintain control in the opponent's half. However, Regis Le Bris' Sunderland had clearly studied Maresca's patterns and prepared a disciplined response. Sunderland dropped into a compact 5-4-1 defensive block, with very little space between their lines. Their approach was not to press high or chase the ball recklessly, but to stay compact and deny Chelsea access into dangerous zones. The front striker acted mainly as the first line of resistance, cutting off passing lanes into Chelsea's double pivot. Behind him, the midfield 4 maintained a flat and narrow shape, staying close together to block vertical passes through the middle. This forced Chelsea to play around them rather than through them. Whenever the ball went wide, Sunderland's wide midfielders worked hard to double up with their wingbacks, creating 2-versus-1 situations against Chelsea's wingers. This eliminated the 1-versus-1 advantage Maresca's team was trying to exploit. The moment Chelsea's wingers tried to take on their markers, they were quickly surrounded and either dispossessed or forced to pass backward. Chelsea's build-up remained patient, but Sunderland's organization made it extremely difficult to find gaps. The visitors' compactness in the half spaces neutralized the influence of João Pedro and Enzo Fernandez, who struggled to find the ball between the lines. Every time Chelsea tried to progress through the center, Sunderland's midfield collapsed inward to crowd out the space. As a result, Chelsea were forced to circulate the ball side to side, recycling possession between their defenders and midfielders. While this helped them maintain territorial control, it lacked penetration. Sunderland's deep block frustrated Chelsea's rhythm and tempo, keeping them from creating clear goal-scoring chances.